dark. Eventually, after bringing Kale out to take watch, you nod into sleep. And it feels almost dreamless, like you're in a sensory deprivation chamber. You look around, and you are surrounded by blackness. As you begin to look closer, you begin to see that the walls of your environment seem to have a sort of texture. They seem to be feathers. And then you have a mild internal panic attack as you realize that your god is currently in your dreams. The Raven Queen.
Well, I guess I didn't expect to see you so soon.
You feel like almost a warm embrace as her presence comforts you. However, that quickly turns to something serious. You see an individual, a tabaxi, one which you would have recognized had your mind still been intact. And you watch as a figure from a tree line shoots an item, something that you see instantly as accursed. And you watch it pierce into him, not only slaying his body, but destroying his existence, breaking it into more pieces than could possibly be put back together. You see that effect ripple through the divine weave, through your god's eyes, linking into every individual who knew him, erasing his memory from existence. This is something that is beyond death. It's upsetting. And you gain a sense from your deity that this is something that she's familiar with. This is the beginnings of a type of magic that was once used to erase gods. You sense the need to be vigilant. As you're seeing this, what do you do?
I'm kind of just staring in total shock as I'm trying to link up something that should be in my mind but isn't there. I open my mouth to speak, but nothing comes out as I'm watching pretty much the universe collide in front of me as I'm finally seeing answers. But I have no response because in my mind, I had just finished drinking a bunch of whiskey and eating a bunch of cheese, so it's almost impossible to comprehend. So I finally just kind of I open my mouth to scream, and that's when I shoot up from the bed, drenched in sweat, and that scream carried over into real life as I startle everyone in the room awake.
Are you okay?
Ugh, I think I just saw my god. Ugh.
Your god?
I saw this tabaxi. Ugh. Oh, my head hurts. God, who was
Tabaxi?
that? Why can't I remember them? It was this figure in a tree line. It shot a beam meant to kill gods.
Kill gods?
I know that it may have been just a dream, but you know about the Raven Queen. I saw her, man.
Of course I know about the Raven Queen.
I feel like
Are you sure
I feel like she was trying to communicate with me. She showed me this tabaxi. She showed our party. We were in the edge of a forest. And there was this figure that just stood in this tree and took a shot at one of our own. And they disappeared into the air in a pile of ash. And then just like that, they disappeared from existence. It was like a cursed bolt. Something that just makes you cease to exist entirely. As if you never
Bolt that
existed
killed
in the
Karma.
first place.
Karma. That's what she showed you.
Karma.
Remember how I said that we ended up getting into a fight with a bunch of guards in the Skyclef Spires? That resulted in one of our party members getting...
Was Karma a tabaxi by chance? By the way, what was Karma wearing? What was
Not
the color?
much.
What was the color of what did she have?
Cheetah. Very cheetah shaped. With a big
I
ass
just
axe.
remember. I don't remember the figure, but all I remember is this warm coat of a cheetah. When she had her back turned, this figure stood out from behind the trees and shot her with this arrow that was like pure darkness. And then finally, just
confirms
all of that mental unload just got the better of me, and I just kind of collapse back down onto the bed.
Well, one thing's for sure, that was Karma, all right. Why would the Raven Queen show you that?
I don't know. It's like I understand these amulets now. Was I wearing the amulet at the time?
No, you were not attuned to it. You're the only one who didn't remember Karma.
Well, my goddess obviously wants me to remember that day specifically. But why would she show me specifically that kill when you would have been more wise to receive that information, considering you already knew her? Already knew Karma. All I have now are the specific details on how they died. If you give me a piece of paper, I might actually be able to write down what I saw.
You remember the
grab that book for
dream
you.
perfectly.
Greg's gonna dig into his bag and hand you the quill and book to read or to write down in.
I just start first I draw a little picture of Karma, and then I also have a separate sheet of paper, and I draw down the figure and the weapon I see. Nice and up close.
Make a dexterity check to see how good of an artist you are.
Oh, shit. Please be good. Oh.
Damn.
Ooh.
This is like some photorealistic shit. As you begin to sketch like a police sketch artist, bringing in every detail of their form. It is
Bram's gonna sit there and just watch as he...
exactly the scene that was set that day on the edge of the forest outside the main entrance to the Skyclef Spires.
All right. Bram's just gonna watch him and just kind of understand what he's drawing to kind of make sense of it.
On a natural 20, you also are able to make out the runes that were placed upon this arrow and included in the drawing.
Wait a minute. There's rune on that arrow.
Why am I... It's like I'm not even writing this. This is just coming straight out of my mind. Can I sense like the Raven Queen's presence going through my arm?
Yeah, she has been guiding your pen like a Ouija board in you drawing this photo. Your connection to her at this moment is immense.
Bram, if you got any prayers, say them now. Maybe she'll answer you. All right. But can you decipher these?
I can definitely see there's runes on there, but I don't think I know them.
Make an Arcana
Actually-
check.
Me or Bram?
Both of you.
Alright.
This is a tough check.
13.
15.
But neither of you
or sorry,
are
17.
neither of you are familiar with these rooms or have any insight into what they mean.
Finally, I finished the drawing, and it's like that scene out of SpongeBob where he's writing his essay, and the pencil tip is just smoking.
Huh.
And then I hold it up. Now, I may not recognize these runes, but since I don't remember this day, do you remember this figure?
Yeah, wasn't I the
No.
only one out there with him?
Yes, you were the only one out there, and
I feel like it's at this point that we wake the party because this is like some
Yeah.
serious
I
info.
think everyone's awake at this point.
yeah,